You may have noticed that when you rotate your screen, that all of your choices change in our Spanish words. And the reason for that is that when you take and you rotate your screen, it actually destroys that current activity and then it recreates it again. What we want to do is we want to keep these questions and answers all the same so that when we turn it, it doesn't go to a new question. To do that, we're going to do a couple of different things. First of all, we have to go to our Java and our quiz maker activity. Something happens when we destroy our activity, okay? And when that happens, there's a method that we can call that we can react just before that shuts down, okay? And so what we want to do is we want to go down here, and we want to, not my quiz maker, I want to be in my quiz activity. There we go. And I want to take and I want to add a new one of these overrides in here, okay? And this override is called on save right there, instant state right there, like that, okay? The only problem I ran into is that for some reason we cannot use this last parameter. And that's something beyond, I'm not really sure what's going on, but anyway, this will work like this, okay? In here, we're actually going to take and we're going to save a couple different things. We're going to save some stuff going on with our quiz maker, okay? We call our quiz maker up here, we call it data, and we're going to be using that. To do that, we have to make quiz maker at this time. We have to make that static. Otherwise, you run into an error, okay? And now down here, we can actually take and we can save some information about our data, okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to take and we have to convert our answers into, I'm going to just copy this little line hint here, okay? What we want to do is convert our list into a list array. Way back when I made this quiz maker, okay, all of the possible answers are listed in a list rather than a list array, and we can't pass a list, okay? So let's create an array list. And this is going to be a string type. Okay, and we're going to call it answers. And that's going to be equal to a new array list. And of string type, we have to say it one more time. And that's going to be equal to our data. Once again, we're calling our data object of our quiz maker, okay? Dot, and we can get a bunch of information from this. We can say get all of the all of the possible, make sure you get possible answers in there, okay? That's actually the 4 items that you see listed next to your radio buttons. And now we can actually save this for later by writing this code, outstate. Start out with that, okay? Outstate is this right here, okay? We can pass information through that. Outstate.put string array list right there. And what we're going to do, the first thing here is what are we going to call it, okay? And just call it possible. That's the way they show you online. You put this all in capital letters, okay? Underscore ANSWERS. Okay, we're going to call it that. And then we're going to send it answers. Just like that. For some reason here, I got an extra parenthesis here. I don't know why. Like that, okay? And this is a string because we're calling it that, okay? And then later on, we're going to retrieve it by using that word. And now let's also do it for the question, okay? Outstate dot put. Now this time we just put string, okay? Because we don't have an array, because the answer is just one word, isn't it? Let's call this our question, or excuse me, we're going to do a question first. and we're going to send it our data dot answer right there. And another out state for another put string. Okay, and this is going to be our question, or excuse me, this is going to be an answer. I get it backwards, don't I? Okay, and that's going to be our data dot answer, and this is going to be our data dot question. I'm sorry, mistake there. Underscore our question. Right there it is. Okay, so we're going to save all that information. Let's go look at this again, okay? We're going to save all the pieces of information. This is a list array, and this is our, come on, this is our Spanish word, our question, and of course our answer is the correct English, one of these, okay? So we're going to take those and send those. So when your program is destroyed, okay, this information, once again, I'm pointing at the wrong one. This information here is going to go into memory, and then we load it back up again, we can get at that. How are we going to load that back up again? We're going to do that on our create up here. What we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, go ahead and refresh that, but then after that, we're going to say if our saved instant state is not equal to null. Okay, in other words, if we saved it once, if we didn't do it, then it's null, okay? So if we did destroy it and we saved it once, then it's not null now. So then let's go ahead and do something. Let's go ahead and retrieve that information. Let's see. Once again, we got data there. We can say dot possible, underscore possible answers right there. We can reassign that now if we want. And that's going to be equal to, and we have to cast this as a string. And we're going to get our saved instant state dot get string array list right there. Okay, and this is our possible answers, huh? Underscore like that. Got a little error here because this one we don't want to cast, okay? You notice that down below, okay, we had to take and change this array list into a list into an array list. Going back this way, you don't have to, okay, for some reason. That's just the way it is, okay. Now we got our data dot underscore answers. Answer right there is equal to, say, oh, and here we got to make it a string. Like that. Instant state dot get. This time we want just get string. Okay, and what do we want to get? This is going to be answer, huh? Like that, semicolon. And then this taking me a copy that line because we're going to do the same thing for our question, okay? Dot question. There it is right there, okay? Same thing with this, QUE. Like that, okay? Wonderful. Now we got all that information in here. The only thing is we got to update all of our text buttons and everything. This is a little bit dirty, okay, but we're going to do it anyway. We should rewrite this whole code so that it all works together, but what we're going to do is we're just going to grab all of this right here, all of this right here. Okay, there's a cleaner way of doing this, but for now we're just going to grab this, Control C. I'm going to paste that right below here, just like that. Once again, what we're doing is we're getting all of our radio buttons, making those all clear, and we're taking and putting all, first establishing connections to all these text views and radio buttons and assigning all these values to them. Go ahead and run your program now. You're going to notice now that when you rotate the your tablet or on the screen, it will keep the same question and answers in there. Pretty cool, huh?